So I want to start off this video with a very simple and clear statement. In the history of this channel, I am yet to take any kind of sponsorship or partnership or deal of any kind. But it's not like they haven't been offered. I have had companies reach out to me, and I've either denied or ignored just about every one. There is one that I was trying to work with, and then they ended up just not really, they were kind of a pain and not good at communicating. So I'm not opposed to taking a partnership or a sponsorship, but I want to make sure that anything that I put out to my audience, especially if I'm being paid to do it, is something that is legitimate. And that's how we get to this video today. I received this email from a website called openthatpack. Hey, I'm reaching out from openthatpack, a new platform where collectors can open Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering packs online and have their cards shipped straight to them. We're looking for influencers to partner with, and we think you'd be a great fit. I'd love to send you some free packs to open and have you test out the platform firsthand. Let me know if you're interested and I'll send over more details. So obviously the idea of opening packs virtually and then sending you things is super sketchy. I decided to look into the site and immediately I was like, no. Even if they are legit, I can't take a sponsorship from them. It screams gambling, it screams scam. But I did decide to effectively, if it is a scam, to fall for it myself. So this video is going to be in a handful of parts. The first part is what you're watching now. Here in a second, I'm going to be playing what the actual customer experience is like. So you're probably wondering, well, hold on, they know who you are, right? Like they know who I am. So I couldn't let them potentially risk the odds. Because that's the thing, if I were to have taken their offer for the free packs and then opened them on a video, well, we've seen it time and time again with gambling sites where they will increase the odds for the content creator to make it look more appealing. So I actually gave them my money, but I kind of hid everything. I only accessed their site with a VPN active. I made a burner email account with a fake username to go with it. Then I made a dummy credit card. So I linked my money to a temporary card with a fake name. So the name on the credit card really didn't matter. I could have put anything that I wanted. I ended up going with Seth. I used the random name generator. So they shouldn't know what my actual name is, but just in case, I used the fake one. Immediately after making my purchase, I went and I disabled that card. But also at this time, I was working with someone who I thought could potentially be a sponsor, and there's a chance that that one's still gonna happen. I don't know. But I don't want to be giving out my home address to people, so I opened a P.O. box. This video is a big reason why. So, the package that they ended up getting from them went to a P.O. box with the same fake name that I gave them on my fake credit card. So long story short, they didn't know that it was me who was on their site giving them money and giving them a bit of trouble. Now, this isn't just me buying it, looking at it and going, okay, cool, it's not a scam, or it is a scam. That's not, I went a lot deeper. I've done a lot of research, and after we go through the site, we make our purchase, then receiving the package, opening and reviewing the things that are inside. After those segments, I'm going to go into all of the information that I uncovered. With the biggest question being, who owns openthatpack? You'll see it's not really that small of a startup company. But let's go back a few days to when I first went to the site and made my purchase. Oh, I just realized that I forgot to mention, they were running a thing where if you spend $75, you would get like a certain percentage more. I think ended up being like $78. I didn't do the checkout screen on camera. I probably should have. I didn't think about it. This video is filmed over the course of a long period of time. But if you have $100 in cards that you're shipping home, then it is free shipping. So I figured go with the 75, get that bonus that they're talking about, and see if that's enough for me to end up getting the free shipping. Yes, $75 is a lot to give a company that I have zero trust in, but I did it for the content, I suppose. Alright, as you can see up there, I have my $78.75 since I paid $75 to this company, which is, just look at this site, it just feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel safe. But if we go here to boxes, we can get 6 packs of Pokemon 151 for $40, as opposed to if we wanted to do them for $8 a piece. I don't remember what the math was, but it's cheaper. So we're going to start off with a full box of 151. They do have numerous things available. Pokemon First Edition Fossil Set for $7,344. There is no way I am spending this kind of money. Okay, well, I mean, I want to spend more than $2 on battle styles, but we're going to hit open and see what happens. Now, my headphones aren't plugged in, so there might be an audio feedback, because I don't know if there's going to be audio for this, but we're going to open that box. Okay, so it just puts them in my inventory, the individual packs from opening the box. Interesting. So click on a pack. Wow, that is a scan of a pack. First thing I would note to the people who make this site, like, there are better images out there that are all wrinkled up. Maybe it's supposed to make it feel more like real, but it's odd. PPP. Generating your pack on blockchain. This is taking a while. If it takes this long, can I just like open them all in like one go, please? I might be the first person to be doing this. Okay, it's been over a minute now, and it's still generating my pack on blockchain. All right, it has now been 2 minutes of 1080p footage that I've recorded for nothing. At least I don't record these parts in 4K. So if we go back to their main site, I can see that I've spent the money, but it's still just doing its thing over here. Oh, I'm level 3. So I see all 6 packs still in my inventory. Well, this one is still generating. I was wondering if it glitched out and my cards were just gonna already be here, but no, there's nothing. And 3-minute mark. It has now been 4 minutes. If we hit 5, I'm going to contact support. And 5 minutes. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's refresh this page, see if anything has happened. It has not. How long does it usually take for the pack to generate? Seems to be taking a while. Far longer than it would be to open a pack of Pokemon cards. In the meantime, we're still PPPing. You think it would be like OTP for open that pack? I don't know what the PPP is. Like, what's that all about? Also, my scroll bar is still here on the right side. I just realized that. Also, Tech Priest just launched the Divinity Original Sin 2. Good for you, Tech Priest. I'm sure I've already mentioned the protection methods that I did to secure myself with this, but none of the protection methods necessarily meant that I could get my money back. Like, I'm not some rich YouTuber. I still work a full-time job. I also spent like my personal money on this, not my separate YouTube earnings on this, because it felt weird using money earned from my viewers. Hello, give me 1 moment to take a look at that, but usually it takes between 4 seconds and 15 seconds, depending on the blockchain speed. Just a note, it's been 7.5 minutes. But I will say, it was a pretty quick response, especially because it's kind of late at night. It's not like crazy late, but you know, it's not like usual office hours, so it's pretty quick response. Again, at this point, I haven't formed any opinions on this site. My brain always screams scam. It always screams scam. That doesn't mean that this is a scam, but like my nervousness right now is saying otherwise. Please give me a few minutes to take a look. We might be pushing a site update. Let me check. To my knowledge, this is a relatively new site, but like with the crazy Pokemon frenzy that's going on right now, surely some other people have like been making purchases on this site, right? So like they desperately stumble across it. Sounds good. That emoji button is so tempting. In the meantime, PPPPPPP. I should have hooked up my webcam, but I'm just lazy. I just got off of work and I have to be up early again tomorrow for work again. It's not quite a clopen. I don't really do that, but like, it's a pretty early day tomorrow. I got out of work. I went and set up a PO box, paid money for that. Came home, paid money to this. All right, we are now at the 11-minute mark. Hey, owners of Open That Pack, let me know, would Mike be happy if I were to just like spam him with emojis? Because like I can come back and chat with Mike anytime. I bet Mike is a big fan of the alien emoji. Or like you use that little fist emoji right there, right? Just keep that in your mind. Just keep that in your mind's eye, that fist emoji. I can't find it. I can't. They don't have the pregnant lady emoji. Well, you guys get what I was going for. I was going for the PPPPPPP. Yeah, they didn't update without putting our update screen. I sincerely apologize. I can offer you a $10 bonus credits on the website. Okay, that's not bad. I'll take an extra free $10. That's like, what, 2 packs at the lower end? Like, the $10 is cool, but if I can't even open a pack, then it's not really worthwhile, right? Like, I'd rather have the... Oh, I found it. See, that's the combo I'm referring to. Come here, Bulbasaur. Well, got a response. Oh, where'd my response go? Feel free to refresh. It should be up in like 10 or 15 minutes. If you'd like, I can email you with a credit voucher and let you know when it's up. All right, let's try a refresh. Okay, it took me straight back to this screen. Oh, okay, in the chat reappeared. That's nice. I'll tell the management that we cannot do updates without an update screen since we already had a few people mention it since we spoke. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. Like it sounds like they're working on development. Yeah, gotta be a little shy about it. Gotta act like, well, I don't really want it. Like, I'm not too worried about the credit, but my email is this if you wanted to send the voucher. Okay, but they said it should be working. So let's try to open that pack. Go back in full screen. Let's see. All right, it's been 30 seconds. Let's go check our chat. I've credited your account with the bonus credits. Can you please take a look? They should be working now. They just completed the update. Giving it another try. All right, it has now been a minute. Oh, I hear Mike again. Hello, Mike. I think they're still updating, actually. Mike, come on, Mike. Sorry, getting information from a few people. All right, we can't blame Mike. Mike's chill. I like Mike. Mike gave me $10. Let's just like open that in a new tab. Ah, look at that. Mike gave me $10. Look at you go, Mike. My boy. That's the second message of mine to disappear. Like I said, like it's all right, and the message is just gone. Like, look at this. My messages are just disappearing. I can't necessarily blame that on open that pack, right? All right, we are at the 4-minute mark of trying to open that pack. Now, I get it. If their site is having issues, then it's having issues, right? That's the downside to trying to do stuff digitally. I would know. I work in IT. I cause the issues a lot of the time. But like, imagine if I just had this pack in front of me. I'll send you an email once it's done, and we'll get an update screen for future. If you'd have any other questions, feel free to let me know. And I'm gonna send a smiley face emoji just for Mike. Make Mike's day better. All right, so on this tab, let's go check out. Oh, I have cards. It opened a pack. Okay, so while we didn't actually get to see the pack open, the pack did open. And we got nothing. We got our Ditto there, which I believe is typically a holo. So I can select the cards, and it gives me the value right here. So it would say this pack is worth $1.24. Now, that's including, if we include our green code card, 5-cent value there as well. 11 cents for a Psychic Energy seems kind of high, honestly. But we can get like a kind of 3D-esque view right here. Oh, hello, Mike. Thank you. I hope you are enjoying the new concept we are testing in the market. We are trying to make card collecting cheaper and safer than ever before, while maintaining the same odds as real packs. It does seem very interesting, and at least there is stock. But if we get onto that, because Ditto is supposed to be a holo, right? Ooh, why can't I do the thing with it? Why can't I rotate my Mew around? I can rotate the Meowth. I can oh, okay. They do have a reverse effect on the Mr. Mime. I'll give them that. It says that it's a Meowth, but you know, there we go. Mr. Mime reverse holo foil. There we go. 23 cents. We do that Ditto. Yeah, it does say that's a holo, but you can't do the thing with it. Okay, according to this, it's still opening. But if I go to my packs, yeah, I only have 5 left. So let's open that pack. Oh, Mike. Mike. You know, we just need to get the devs to use the updating screen instead of being lazy. We will be adding the Prismatic Evolutions pack next week. I believe our price will be 30% below the current market prices. Big if true. Still 30% under isn't great, but that's something. I just love the balls on Mike here. We need to get the devs to use the updating screen instead of being lazy. Dude, Mike, I get it, man. I get it. I just said awesome, and yeah, the update screen would be nice. I assume this is a very new site, so updates are probably going to be frequent. All right, let's check on our PPP. Okay, it's still just there. Okay, my message disappeared again. It just loves doing that. Okay, so my inventory hasn't updated. It's still that one pack. We're making progress. That pack is still saying that it is generating on the blockchain, though, as is the one that we just now tried to open. But I'm more interested in Mike respond. Come on, Mike. I see you typing there, Mike. Talk into that mic, Mike. So far, it has been half an hour, and I've opened one pack, kind of. I got to see what was inside the pack, I suppose. Mike, why do you stop, Mike? Keep chatting with me, Mike. All right, let's give this a refresh. Okay, no new packs have generated. It's a new site. We launched March 1st, 2025, and already have 800 happy customers, with many already receiving a first or second withdrawal. We are trying to add new features every week or two as we build out the core of the website. We are having a mobile app on iOS and Android App Store coming out in 2 weeks. And Costello is playing Monster Hunter Wild. I just said, oh, that's cool. 800 is pretty fast in that time, and if he's being honest, that is pretty fast. I imagine that growing this site, being a crypto/online TCG site, would be difficult, especially with how many scams go around the Pokemon TCG. Hint, hint, Mike, please tell me if you're just trying to steal my credit card information, or if I'm only going to get duds. Mike, please, Mike. My first pack is still generating, but I can see it, Mike. I showed you my credit card. Now give me my cards. I do want to note, they said 800 happy customers. I feel like if I was an actual consumer, which I guess I am, I would want there to be some sort of evidence of that, right? Like, I want to see Trustpilot scores on the site. Like, I know it's annoying to do to your customers, but every so often, ping your customer with like a, hey, give us a review. Leave us a review on Trustpilot and we will have it posted on our main page. Not just Trustpilot, there are other options, but I'm not a review expert, but Trustpilot's the one that I generally use. We are a US-based company, without a D, with headquarters in the United States and Canada. I think that brings a little extra trust. Nope, that's fair. That's a fair statement. Mike, I will say you've had some broken English a little bit through here. Not saying that like, oh, he's not American, he has typos. I'm dyslexic. I leave typos too. But I would expect a customer support person to prevent those typos from happening, like to spell correctly, because again, if you're trying to get consumer trust on a new website, and it's true, if I just give $75 to this site and I'm seeing messages like that, I'm gonna be concerned that these aren't native English speakers, which, you know, I'm not racist. What I'm saying is that this could be somebody in a foreign country and there could be no way for me to get my money back from them. So if they speak good, clean English, then I have a better idea of, hey, they are based here in the United States. I have a better chance of recouping money should they be scamming me. But we did manage to get a little bit of extra info out of Mike there, but not our second pack, Mike. My second pack, Mike. Mike, where's my second pack? I can't keep staring at that Psyduck all day. I mean, I can. It's a nice looking Psyduck. It's not a bad looking little Psyduck. I want to note this up here in the URL. I opened the Psyduck in another image, and it is a WebP. That's why it has like the white there. WebP can be a PNG format. As you can see there, it doesn't have those like sharp corners, right? The white sharp corners. But it's just like photo edit file stuff aside. If you look at the URL, they are actually organizing these things. I mean, you can see 54 Psyduck. Well, it's number 54 in the 151 set. Its name is Psyduck. And then, once again, you have 054165, meaning it is number 54 out of 165. So they're actually like doing their file types like good. Like, it seems fine to me. Seems like something you would expect from a more reputable company. This part of the video is going to be way longer than I originally intended. And I don't know what to say to Mike. I don't know what to say to him now. And it's making me more sad and I feel more alone. Mike, I need you. Let's do another little refresh. A sneaky little refresh and nothing. Come on, Mike. Mike, help me out here, Mike. Get my packs. I still have 5 packs. I'm opening you currently. You're being opened right here on the PPP. So according to Scam Advisor, openthatpack.com, it says that it is very likely not a scam site, but legit and reliable. Our algorithm gave the review of openthatpack.com a relatively high score. We have based this rating on data we have collected, we've been able to collect about the site, sorry I'm dyslexic as I mentioned, about the site on the internet, such as country in which the website is hosted, if an SSL certificate is used, and reviews found on other websites. I should note that there aren't any on here. I don't know, man. That seems like a reasonable price for a Prismatic Evolutions pack. It's heavy. Ooh, thing happened and I heard from Mike. Yes, Mike. Okay, how do I? Ooh, okay, I click it to open. Okay, code card. Yes. Okay. 5-cent green code. Okay, don't show me the color, Mike. Don't show me the color. Like, that's what you avoid. You don't want to look at the back of the code card because it tells you if you got a pull or not. 14-cent energy, 14 knitter ran. We have the slow poke. I also don't like, all right, I'm going to click once, right? One click and it's gone. Like, let me choose when the card goes away. Let me appreciate the artwork of that WebP image that you uploaded. We have the Marowak and Starmie. Okay, so back to inventory. I now have more cards. Let's go back to my packs and try to open another. So let's open that pack. He said it should be working, and when he sent that, it did, and when you look at this, cards in this pack, 0 out of 12. Oh, what's this? What's that arrow for? Okay, didn't do anything. Code card, yes. White code card, white code card. We have a Grass Energy, we have a Voltorb, we have a Caterpie, we have a Geodude, a Yigglypuff, a Machop, a Porygon, Minky, Gengar, Clefable, and Nidoqueen. Mike, why was that a white pack? Can you please confirm? Also, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I understand we are a new concept, and I'm more than happy to help answer any questions you may have. All right, I wanted to ask that question. Yep, seems to be working now, thanks. I was wondering if you can answer, who is your merchant/processor? I noticed on the deposit page that it wasn't powered by PayPal or using Stripe or anything like that. Oh, they are using Stripe. Why would it not tell me that? Okay, cool. I kind of got hung up on that page, but I know the site is still new. But having that powered by Stripe on the page may help with customer confidence. I feel like I'm talking too professionally. This guy's gonna get suspicious. Feedback is appreciated, and I will pass this message along to the correct department. Anytime. Have a good day. I gotta say, I like Mike. Mike has grown on me. I do have to wonder, who else is involved in this site? Because Mike mentioned that he had multiple people that he was talking to. He's talking about the devs, and now he's saying the correct department. How many employees do they actually have? Like, it's a new site. They can't be that staffed, right? The only way that would really make sense is if they've already been operating in similar spaces. Be that in crypto or other Pokemon TCG, maybe they own like a card shop somewhere. Maybe it's secretly trolling Toad. If you have any other feedback or questions or comments, likes or dislikes about the site as mentioned, we are very new and all feedback is taken seriously. Have yourself a great rest of your day, and I wish you the best of luck in your pack outcome. Well, Mike, I hope you watched this video, because I have had many a thing to say. All right, let's open that pack. We have code card. It's a white one, 5 cents, 11-cent energy. God, it feels kind of gross. Like, I get it. They need to show you the price on every card. It's what they have it valued at. But I value cards in my videos because it is an indicator as to rarity and yada yada. As I've mentioned many times on this channel, I haven't sold a single card since starting this channel about 5 years ago. Like, I do not sell my cards. I like my cards. And I don't know, it feels kind of gross just like seeing the price underneath every card. But that's not criticism of the site. It's just criticism of what they have to do. I'm not blaming them. People will complain if it didn't do that. All right, 2 more packs, Mike. Code card. Oh, okay, got a reverse fighting energy. I'll take it. We have the Staryu, Clefairy, Goldeen, the Ekans, Nidoran, Eevee, Ghastly, Vileplume as my rare, unfortunate, and Ammonite. All right, we got 1 pack left, Mike. Come on, give me something. Give me something here, Mike. All right, last pack. I also gotta say, it's kind of like washed out, right? Like, I feel like they just like scanned the pack and they didn't like try to like color correct it at all. Like, it looks like a washed out scan. Like, you gotta up that saturation a little bit, Mike. Do some color corrections. Change your like light balance. Staryu, Venonat, Rhyhorn, Ponyta, Coughing, Krabby, and Machamp as my rare. So nothing out of that. Those all 6 packs. Now, I'm not saying that that's like that out of the ordinary, but I feel like it's rare I go 6 packs. I mean, we need to get like, 2 reverse energies. If we select all of my cards, so I paid $40 and I got $8.49 value back. So I am curious. It does say that if you get $100 in value, if you ship back your cards, it's free. But Mike, I really want those code cards. Like, I really want them, Mike. I'm just curious what the shipping is if you don't hit that $100 mark. All right, so we have $8.50 here. Add another $91.50 to get free shipping. Ooh, $20 in shipping, Mike. So I should mention that they do have Japanese Pokemon, but I'm down to 48 bucks, and I mean, I could, right? Like, I could do like the Crimson Haze or Violet EX. They also do Magic the Gathering, in which they have individual packs and boxes, and Yu-Gi-Oh! This is an advertisement. This is just showing things that they do. Don't forget, I turned down their offer. I never even responded to them. So I can't afford any more English boxes, but I can do some packs. Now, that Roaring Skies does have my attention. There's also Evolving Skies for 16. Let's get this Roaring Skies going. I want that $20 Roaring Skies. Alright, we got a code card. Now what color's the back, Mike? It's white. Come on, Mike. Come on. Why are the cards shifting around? I don't recall them doing... Okay, they stopped. Okay, a 33-cent energy, so I guess you get higher value with them being older. Kind of makes sense. I do wonder where they're getting their values from. I'm hoping it's TCG player. We will be checking that. We have Wingull, Natu. Ooh, that's a $9 card right there, Mike. We have a Revive, Executor, Spearow. Oh my god. Okay. Now the gambling addiction kicks in, baby. If we go back to our inventory, select all cards. Mike, I'm nearing that $100. I'm nearing it, Mike. Now the thing is, you can sell cards to get more added to your account. But we're nearing that $100, Mike. And all I gotta say, let me go back. Look at that Mega Latios EX. Mike, I don't care what you say. I am not selling this boy. I don't own this boy. I want to own this boy. I'm probably gonna have to pay $20 to get him shipped to my house. Alright, we got 28 bucks left. I think we go for that Evolving Skies. I know our odds are low. They call it Evolving Cries for a reason, but... I mean, if they're going off of actual odds, right? Our odds are low. But I have hope. Oh, come on, green code card. Come on, Mike. Don't let that green code card be real. We got the Dweeble. Got the Dino, Swablu. I haven't been counting. I don't know how many. Okay, it's an uncommon Crustle, uncommon Skiploom, uncommon Rescue Carrier. So this should be a rare, right? That's a common Regirola. There we go, Altaria. Well, that's lame. Ooh, we're down to 12 bucks. So I'm thinking we could either end it off with 2 Surging Sparks, or we could do 4 Paldea Evolved, or 1 and then 2 of that. Let's do that. Let's do 1 Surging Sparks, 2 Paldea Evolved. Very cheap set, I gotta say. So the most expensive card in Paldea Evolved is that Magikarp, which is worth $232. Now we have $44 to make up if we want to get that free shipping. We could also get the Lono for $64, Raichu for $51, Tyranitar for $48. Anything but that. And we're not going to get our free shipping. But there are 6 cards in Surging Sparks that could get us there. So yeah, 4 cards in Paldea Evolved, 6 in Surging Sparks that could get us to that point. Before we do that, actually, while on TCG Player, let's check. So that Mega Latios, where'd it go? They're saying it's $44.70, and they're a little undershooting TCG Player's value. They're giving it a $45.79. So, real close, but a little undershot there. Alright, let's do this Surging Sparks. Also, just washed out pack art, man. I get that they're scanning it, but you can clean up that's got the white card. We have our Energy, Quaxwell as a common, Mispirit as a common, Tandemaus as a common, Rotom, Minky, so we should be uncommon now, right? Yeah, uncommon Passman. Latios, Ironic. Wu Chin. And come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's a common Uxie. Ooh, okay, I thought that was exciting. It's still exciting. I want that card still, but... yeah. Alright, let's go with our 2 Paldea Evolved. There are 4 cards in this set that could get us to that free shipping mark. Alright, there's our Quaxwell, I believe. I don't know, I never paid much attention to that guy. Let's see. Alright, starting with the commons, we have the Love Disc, the Qfant, Slowpoke, Girafarig, Torrentula, Vigoroth as an uncommon, Grusha, 1 more uncommon with the Paldean Tauros. And this should be our rare. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, come on, Flake Coco. These orders seem kind of odd to me. Our rare... Slowking EX, 6 cents. Really? No, buddy, that's 75 cents on TCG Player. What are you saying, 6 cents? Near mint is 82 on TCG Player. 70 as lightly played. 63 as moderate. And there's no data for damage. What do you mean 6 cents? This Paldean Tauros on TCG Player is showing us 12 cents. Let's go check out this energy. 93 cents on TCG Player, they're valuing it at 22. Yet near mint 90 cents, lightly played 93 cents, heavily played no data. Bit upsetting, I won't lie. Alright, let's go on with our last pack of Paldea Evolved. Is it gonna be the same pack art every time? If so, that is disappointing. I mean, I've only done 2, but it seems like that's the case. So we have Code Card, 1 cent, Energy. Alright, Makawita for 3 cents, Spragato for 3, Tinkatunk for 3, Mankey for 4, Chardet for 3, Corviknight for 3, Artisan for 3, Skiploom for 3, a lot of 3s, Sirledge for 4, and last card, come on, give me that free ship. Give me that Jumpluff. Give me... I wanted that Jumpluff so bad. So we have a very nice number. We have 69 cents. Well, $69.42. Guess I am not getting that free shipping. I am wondering what the point of the levels are. Like, I'm level 4 out of 5. What's the point here? I can withdraw my balance? Odd. So, card history. Total packs unpacked, $96. Favorite brand, Pokemon. You don't say. Alright, so this appears to be on one of the packs that I opened, the last one I opened. We understand this is a brand new concept, some collectors might be skeptical. Our goal is to make trading card game cheaper, fair, and transparent using the same, so I can see that the client seed, the server seed, and then the transaction ID. So the interesting thing is if I hit that server seed button, there's the blockchain button, which they say that takes you to where you can see it on the blockchain to see how it's actually determined and yada yada, but there's nothing here. Okay, there we go. So maybe it just takes time to generate. Finalize, let's see here. See, I don't know. I don't do crypto. I don't know what I am looking at all. Instruction, generate pack. Program logged, random number 021121. So that's just like how many numbers it's generating and then what number is being generated. Cool. Also affiliate, so I guess you could do like a referral code and then shipping. All right, can we get any Yu-Gi-Oh for 75 cents? Honestly, seems like a lot of money for modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Like 75 cents should get you far with modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Magic the Gathering. Like, I didn't think I could, but you know. Okay, so here's the idea. I got some cards here. I can sell these back. I figured I should actually use this feature, right? Since this is a reason people are probably going to be releasing this site. I can sell these cards back, and that'll get me back up to $3, which I think is exactly what I need for one of the packs, right? Yes. So, to get Paldea Evolve for $3. Okay, interesting note. I still have a tab open with these packs here. What happens if I try to open one that I've already opened? Oh, is it gonna break? Is it gonna be upset that I tried to scam them? It is taking a bit. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think they like I'm trying to do that. Alright, so let's actually use this feature and sell those cards. Alright, feature has been used. I can open one more. Paldea Evolve. Alright, we're gonna get our $2.35 back. I'm gonna do the math as we go. So that's 3 cents. That's 3 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents. Another 3 cents. Another 3 cents. Wow, another 3 cents. And come on, baby! Oh, 78 cents done sparse. Not bad. But yeah, that's $1.10. So yeah, I just lost value. You know what? Let's go all the way, right? If the goal is to... Like, if I sort by card value, right? I definitely want those 3. I want this. I want those reverse energies. How many could I sell in an attempt to make back? Like, I know this is just the definition of gambling, right? Like, 100% this is the definition of gambling. Because now my value is down from $69 to $68. So I basically lost $1 in value from doing that. Alright, so if I were to sell off all of these cards that I have selected here, which I'm keeping the code cards, I want them to have to go through and give me those code cards, alright? You value these things at 1 cent, I don't want your 1 cent. So that'll get me to $11.38. So that could get me another Pokemon 151. Then a Paldea evolved again. All right, let's do it. Gotta use the site the way that it would actually be used by consumers. So let's go for this 151. Because the whole point of this site, right? Aside from the fact that they might actually have some inventory and stuff, but you could immediately sell back the cards in order to start opening more packs. Okay, basic energy for 18 cents as a reverse. I'll take it. That's making up some. Alright, and the last card, we have a Sand Slash. Dang. Alright, and 2 Paldea evolved. Alright, white code card. Good sign. Good sign. Let's see, we have the Tadpolb, the Sandy Gast, the Sneasel, Nimble, Artbax. I told my wife I would be in bed like half an hour ago. Fragoriff, the Flamingo, Glimmet, and lastly, ooh, 88 cents the Denny. Not terrible, not what we needed either. We go back here, we select all, our value has dropped, brother. So if we select all, and I don't plan on doing this, so if I take out the cards that, like, I definitely want, like, I want those reverse energies, I just like having reverse energies. Take those out, take that out. I want that Slowking that's not valued at anything. I want that Dun Sparse, like, I really want that one. It's actually another one I don't have in the collection yet. And I already have that Dedenne, but, ooh, he do add some value. So, I mean, if... you know, you're willing to part with, like, this bulk that you don't really need, like, basic commons and, like, hollows and reverses, then you could open even more packs, right? And the idea is that these little things can add up, right? And it can get you to that $100 mark to be able to check out without having to pay for shipping. But sometimes it could be better to just sell them off and then hope that you get that one good pull that sends you over the mark. But I'm happy with what we have here. So we are going to withdraw all of my cards. That's right, Mike. I'm going to make you go through those, your stock, and pull out them code cards, and even the basic, not the reverses. There's like 1 or 2 regular energies in here. Yeah, right there. Mike, you are going to have to pull out that 5 cents basic water energy to ship to me. You signed up for it, Mike. What is this? 51 cards selected, $59 and $20 shipping fees. Total charges is $79.68. Like, are you going to charge me for the cards now? Oh, I have to have the $20 in this account. God, my... oh, you can't do cents when you do this. I'm gonna have to add the extra. I can't do the 1962. Okay, the $20 has been added. Oh, gotta do this again. Mike, so far you've gotten $95 out of me. Alright, now let me do it this time. Okay, I think it did it. My $20 is gone, so it's not making me pay for the value of the cards. Oh, I'm level 5 now. Yeah! Order ID 30. Am I the 30th person to do this? Total cards, 51. Oh, and I can hop in it and see the cards in much higher resolution. I'll give them that. Or at least, you know, larger on the screen. So that's cool. I mean, I am excited about that Mega Latios. Like, I am stoked about that. I mean, I guess that's all there really is to do on the site. Now I just need to, wait for my cards to arrive. I'm gonna miss you, Mike. Alright, let's talk about shipping speed. So, it would have taken 7 days to arrive, which isn't terrible. It did end up taking about twice that, but it wasn't their fault. I want to make that clear right now. There were some really bad storms going on, especially up north at the time, and these did ship out of Canada. It was being shipped through UPS, and UPS had a statement on their site saying, hey, bad storms in the area, we can't even go through certain places, packages are going to be delayed. So even they said the delivery date would have been 7 days after purchase, but it was delayed a handful of times. So again, that's not on them. So if it would have been delivered on time, it would have been a 7-day delivery date. But now we can finally see what they sent. So the package has finally arrived. I just went to my PO box after work to pick it up. And now it's finally time to see what they sent. This has been a long while coming. Very interesting packaging here. A massive shipping label for this thing. All right, not the easiest to open, and it's still like really sticky. Yeah, really sticky. All right, hopefully they protected these things well. Okay, piece of Cardboard. Didn't really try to just pull that out. Hey, Waffle. Not quite my name. Thank you for your recent order with Open That Pack. We're happy to have you part of the community. We hope the cards you added to your collection bring you joy. Happy collecting. With love, Open That Pack team. Okay. Is this the best form of packaging for cards? I mean, it's just in, you know, a cheap Ultra Pro deck box, and I mean, this is just paper. There is a bit of bubble wrap to the inside of it. I'm not sure how well you guys can see, like, depth here. I mean, technically, I suppose that is kind of bubble-ish. Like, you can see where, like, some of it's, like, peeled away right there. It feels like they got scammed. Like, they didn't get a good mailer for this, because that doesn't add, like, any padding that, you know... Oh, you can even just, like, literally just, like, peel it away by hand. Like, it's just, like, plastic that's glued to it. Like, I know it looks kind of like a bubble. It's not. It's just thinner there than it is there. If anything, the bubble parts are less protective. Maybe they've all just, like, popped? I don't know. But not the most secure packaging so far, I'll say that. So I do at least see a hard sleeve. Let's pull the rest of this out. Okay. I'm a little happy. So first off, we have some inserts in here. So is this like a... Yeah, it's a sticker for Open That Pack. So some free marketing for them if you want to use it. And I see you on OTP. Yeah, I work in IT. OTP, to me, means one-time password. It took me a minute to realize that means Open That Pack. So it's another sticker advertisement. Of course, we have one single hard-sleeved card. Pretty sure we know which one that is. Oh, there's another sticker. Also just OTP. But, so, it's looking like they might have sleeved every card, which is very interesting. So we have our reverse metal, reverse fighting. Alright, and our Dun Dun Sparse was happy to get this guy. We're going to be doing a bit of a deeper look at some of these. So they did send our Hollow Gengar, our Dedenne EX Full Art, our Enriching Energy, Reverse Mr. Mime, Reverse Marowak. Then yes, even these commons, they sleeved. That is fantastic. Like, I know I was like, oh, their packaging wasn't the best. At the same time, they're probably not, at least from what I can tell, maybe not the best profit margins. I don't do this kind of thing. I don't know. Like, maybe not the best packing material. But the fact that they sleeved every card is kind of big to me. Like, there's the big thing with the Pokemon community. It's like, oh, I only ever sleeve like my valuable cards. I mean, I sleeve a lot more cards than I should. I can't say I sleeve all of my commons, but I appreciate it. So we have the Lickitung. I don't have my studio lights on and stuff, by the way. It's like a last minute thing. We have the Hollow Marowak, Nidoqueen, the Paris Sandslash. I mean, yeah, there's our Hollow Starmie, Tauros, Weepinbell, Latios. There's our Double Dragon Energy. Another energy. So they did send me my energies. Now again, I need to actually go through and count and look at the list on the site and verify that they did send everything exactly as they said it would be. I'm not doing that right now as I'm just, like, opening it. Future me can deal with giving you that information. But I am a little concerned. Where are my code cards? Did I really want the code cards? No. But where are they? So we do have our hard sleeve. Looked like it had some tape on it at one point. But we have our Mega Latios EX. So they did at least send the big hit. Alright, definitely not what I would call near mint. Lot of whitening on the side of that, and on that side as well. The hard sleeve top loader definitely made it feel like it was in better condition than it actually was. It's not terrible. For somebody like me, I don't mean to sell my cards. I would say, like, you know, I'm happy with it. Right, like I'm still happy with it, but not like perfect condition. You definitely won't be getting this graded. Kind of looking over it for authenticity, make sure that they're not just like printing the cards that you pull. It's like, okay, they pulled this, we need to print it and make a fake and send it to them. I mean, everything about this looks real. Of course, I'll do some more looking into that off camera. Like looking up like images of the cards, comparing them to what I actually have here. So even on our reverse dark energy, it's actually a lot cleaner. Like much better condition than that Mega Latios. And I mean, everything seems legitimate to me. Then we have our Slowking. I mean, everything seems fine. I mean, my biggest complaint so far, obviously, is the whitening on the back of the big hit. But also just, like, the condition of, like, the packaging, like, how they chose to send these. It's not bad. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I should clarify, I don't buy, like, singles online hardly ever. For all I know, this is above your normal standards. And, I mean, to be fair, it shipped to me fine. Like, this whitening on the Latios was inside of that, in the bag, and in a sleeve and top loader. So, like, that damage was done before shipping. But the rest of the cards I'm looking at here seem to be okay. Or maybe, like, you know, the usual, like, pack fresh defects that you tend to see. Like, everything here just seems fine. So, it did get all the way from Canada to me in that box, and it shipped to me fine. So, I can't really take, you know, notes off for the packaging. I just would have preferred to see some actual bubble wrap. I don't know, maybe this is like a standard thing in Canada, but it does seem kinda crap. Like, I can't express how thin this bubble wrap layer is inside of this, like, mailing bag. So I would like to see some more, like, bubble wrap in here. Maybe, like, wrap this up and then put it in your mailer. It probably costs more to ship, but also, I paid for the shipping. But my biggest concern is, where are the code cards, man? Like, I explicitly, like, said I wanted those. So, the big question I had here is, would I receive everything that I requested? And the answer is no. Now, like, are the code cards really a big deal? No, I don't even play TCG Live. Like, they are literally useless to me. All I was going to do is use them, like, I do have a live account. I was going to use them in TCG Live and verify that the codes were not already previously used. Because that could be something that they're doing, is using the codes or selling them online. And look, I get it. Alright, open that pack. If you don't want to ship out energies, if you don't want to ship out, like, standard energies, especially for, like, modern standard energies, right? If you're going back, you know, a couple generations, you gotta send the energies. But if you don't want to send those, and you don't want to send code cards, I get it. Say that. Because if you're willing to send me, not only send me a water energy, but sleeve it as well, you can send the code cards. Like, I don't blame you for not wanting to send those things. Literally just put a thing on the site, like, hey, whenever you try to, like, add a code card or energy to your checkout, it'll pop up that says, like, hey, we don't send those, but you can sell them back to open more packs. I wouldn't be mad. I don't think anybody else would be. Personally, if I was running Open That Pack, I would be willing to send everything. I'd be willing to send the energies, which obviously they are. I'd be willing to send the code cards. But if they're not, then don't claim that you're going to do that. So now that I've finally received the package and have gone over it, it was time to ask them some questions. Now, first off, I did go through the cards, and they did, aside from the code cards, they did send everything that I put in my order. But now that I've received my order, I've given them my money, all of this stuff done through protected means, I can finally respond to their email. Hello there. I want to be 100% honest. I took a look at your site, and some of it worried me, so I secret shopped you. I did some digging into your site, set up an account to try it out, and checked out some cards. All of this was on film. I have received the cards, and opening them was on film as well. I will be posting a YouTube video on what I found and my conclusions about the site. I have some questions if you're willing to answer them. No conclusions have been cemented, nor will I tell you my conclusions just yet. Now understand, this is my first time doing this kind of dive into an investigation, and I think I made a huge mistake here. I would like to, first off, thoroughly apologize. I kind of question bombed them, and that I realize now that probably wasn't the best way to go. Maybe dump a question or two to make sure I get those answered, then another question or two. So yes, I understand this was flawed. This is my first time doing this. I learned from my mistake if I ever do this again. But I did get a response from them, so we're going to go through my questions and then see which ones I was able to answer myself by doing some more research. Question 1, who owns Open That Pack? Speaking as a member of your team, I learned that you have different departments and a couple of employees. This was also confirmed by doing some research on your social media accounts. The package also said distribution center. This does not look like some small 2 to 3 person team who is trying to start something off the ground floor. There is funding behind this, and I assume a TCG company is backing it. Now, I did learn who was backing it, but we will get to that here in a minute. So why no code cards? In my order, there were code cards. However, when I opened a package, there were none inside. I checked my email to see if you sent the codes, but nothing. Question 3, how are you sourcing your cards? This may be answered by question 1. Are you a distributor, or do you work with one? Question 4, how much of your operation is in Austin, Texas? I can see that your site is hosted / created by RW Software, who is out of Austin. Is Dave an active member of your team and or a founding member of OTP, openthatpack, and is he the only part of your operation in Texas? So if we look at this part of their website, on the OTP terms and policies, specifically in the privacy section, we can see here that openthatpack is operated by RW Software LLC, then an address that I'm going to blur just in case. Now, RW Software is actually rwscripts.com. So on this site, we can learn that yes, this person is based out of Austin, Texas, especially because of the address that was given there. But if we go to the About page, we can see who RW Software actually is. This is a one-man operation ran by a man named Dave. So of course, my primary concern was they claim to me in multiple parts of the site that they are based out of Canada and Austin, Texas. But how realistic is that? It sounded like, in some of the things I found online, I'll try and throw some things up here if I can find them again, they're claiming that they have like warehousing in both locations. But how much of that is actually true? After all, my package came from Canada. And when I looked up where the distribution center is that I ordered this from, it appears to just be an office building. There are a lot of card stores in the area. Now, obviously, it's a big city, that's going to happen, but I was wondering if they had their hands in one of those, even though they claim that they have no retail store. In case you're wondering, I couldn't confirm whether they own one or not. But I feel like they're saying that they're in the US and Canada to try and get some legitimacy with Americans. But how much of that is real? Is it just the guy who designed the site? Is that the only part of their operation that's in the States? Question 5, no retail store. Again, maybe answered by question 1. You advertise that you don't have a retail store. That really makes me wonder how you're able to get your hands on so much product if you don't already have a distributor, which most of the time is accomplished by running a retail store. I know that there are a lot of retail TCG stores around your office, so it would make sense if you at least had a hand in one of them. So they make a claim on their site that a set is only available to purchase if they have all of the cards that you could potentially pull out of that set. In order to do that, you're going to need a lot of cards. Now again, that is just a claim of theirs, but it'd be a little hard to run this site if it wasn't true, right? Why not publish in plain English the pull odds? So this is where things get interesting. They have this whole thing is backed up by the blockchain. The idea is that you can go to the fairness section and you can see exactly how your pack was generated. But a lot of normies like myself don't know what we're looking at. I know as much as the average CoffeeZilla viewer. So I said, I know that people can look at the generated blockchain code, but a majority of people won't know what they're looking at. If you're gonna have odds, state them. Plain English. I don't understand why that's a problem. Like, you can see it in the blockchain code, right? If somebody knows how to read that and they're being legitimate, then they could translate it from there anyways. So why not tell us the odds? Question 7. I was able to find 2 Robert Weens, or Wines, I don't know how you say it, who could line up with this company. I assumed that you were Robert Ween, CEO of Legacy Digital Studios. So here I want to clarify, this is not a dox of any kind. Yes, he gave me his name in the email, but on top of that, he's also done interviews and articles about openthatpack with his name attached. So I cannot completely confirm that this Robert Ween on LinkedIn is the same guy, as there actually seems to be a lot of Robert Weens out there. But he is based out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, exactly where my package came from. And when we look at his About section, you'll see some comparisons with openthatpack. Robert is the founder and lead strategist of Legacy Digital Studios, Inc., an IP holding company for online gaming and gambling sites. I'm sorry if the camera was lagging a little bit there. I made a mistake and it should be fixed now. So, assuming this is the same Robert Ween, he has been involved in gambling. Specifically, online gambling sites. I don't think I have to express the concern here. We know about like the gambling stuff that's been going on online for a long while now, especially with like kick.com and all of that. There's so much shady crap and so many shady things in that industry, including with these online gambling sites sponsoring content creators and then giving them rigged odds. I'm not saying that's what they were trying to do, but it's a little worrying. He has founded 3 innovative startups centering global data centers, as well as a global vape distribution and online casino deployed on the blockchain. Boys, I think we have the right Robert. His companies have been extremely successful, with the vape startup he founded achieving global revenues of over $13 million with a 25% margin. Robert works closely with his investors, acting as a strategic advisor as well as heading up operations, fluent in emerging technologies. He focuses on early-stage industries with demonstrated viability and high growth. So how does he get his hands on that much product? Well, he seems to be very wealthy. Now, again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You kind of have to have some wealth to start up an operation like this. But you'll see in his response, it's weird that he's unwilling to clarify anything. But being tied to blockchain-backed gambling online casino sites is just so sketchy to me. To go from gambling sites to Pokemon Magic the Gathering Yu-Gi-Oh sites, like, I wonder if they're not just being run the same way. See, again, Robert is based out of Canada, and he has some filings with the Canadian Intellectual Property Office, specifically attempting to get, and it seems as if he did get, the trademark for SkinsBet and another IP for ItemBet. So when we look at the IP trademark here for SkinsBet, online retail store services featuring trading and swapping of game skins, in-game virtual goods, and other digital collectibles. Entertainment services, specifically providing online platforms where users can engage in betting and gambling with in-game virtual currencies and items, including depositing and withdrawing these non-downloadable virtual assets from online video games. Now, I did find a site that kind of lines up with it, but it doesn't line up with the date, and this is called SkinBet, not SkinsBet. And I don't have any reason to believe that he is actually tied to that at all. I don't see RW Software being tied to it, so it doesn't seem to be him. Looking for SkinsBet, I cannot find anything. So maybe this is a future project. But he also has a trademark IP filed with in the Canadian government, I can't remember all the exact terms, called ItemBet. Online retail store services featuring virtual mystery boxes containing clothing, jewelry, electronics, gaming peripherals, sports equipment, fashion accessories, automobiles, and gift cards, wherein the exact contents of the box are unknown to the purchaser prior to purchase. Provision of betting, gambling, and gaming services in the nature of betting services, casino, gambling, and wagering online through non-downloadable electronic sites. Look, this guy is all in on gambling. So there's a skin betting site, which could be like a CSGO or a similar game where you can actually do stuff like that. You can sell the skins and yada yada. And as we know, the CSGO skin community has had so many scams, it's just not even worth looking into at this point if you're in the CSGO community. But then he's also doing gambling for physical items, which would imply that they would have to have a distribution center. And what did my package say again? So, this is just an opinion, this is not a fact, but it seems that I might have answered my question here. It very much looks like this site is being backed by something, and that something is gambling. So let's get back to the email. Again, this wasn't a needed question at all, and I really shouldn't have asked it. It just added another question onto here. I was like, I need to make sure I ask him everything. Like that, I should have started with the essential things and the things that I thought wouldn't scare them off first. This was a stupid one. If you use Stripe as your payment processor, why not show that? On the checkout screen where you ask for credit card information, there is no disclosure that you use Stripe. As a new customer, it makes me very concerned that I am just giving my credit card info directly to you, and that you can see all of my unencrypted info. Again, not really a necessary question. Then the last one. One of my cards had some whitening around the border. It wasn't awful, but the card was certainly below near mint. Is this normal, and if not, do you offer refunds/replacements in case of a damaged card? Then I end the email off saying, I will say now, no. I will not be accepting any kind of partnership or a sponsorship. No matter if I conclude that your site is legit or not, after doing this video, it would look bad on me to work with you in that way. And honestly, in any way. If I came out of this video saying, this site is being backed by a church, and all of the proceeds are going to this, church community, and the founder responded to me, and turns out he's this, minister who is so big on not being wealthy that he lives in this rundown shack, I still couldn't work with them. I'm digging into them, right? And if I upload a video in a month, and it's like, hey, open that pack, sent me this thing, let's open these packs, it it wouldn't look right? It would look like this investigation was a lie or that I fudged anything. But after doing all of this research, even if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be willing to work with them. I don't support online gambling. All right, let's get to their response. And things kind of change here. The original email was from marketing at openthatpack, but the response is from directly Robert Ween. Hi, JunkSeeker. Thank you for reaching out and for taking time to explore openthatpack in such detail. We genuinely appreciate your thoughtful approach you're taking, and we welcome honest feedback, whether it's praise or constructive criticism, as it helps us improve. Regarding the code cards, those are sent digitally via email, not included in the physical package. They are typically delivered automatically once your order is marked as delivered on our end. You should be receiving them shortly, but if anything seems off, feel free to reach out and we'll make sure it's taken care of. One day after I sent my email, and 6 minutes after Robert responded to me, I received my email for the code cards. Now, once again, the code card email came from Robert Ween himself. It says support at openthatpack.com, but it's coming from Robert Ween as the name on that account. But it's signed off as Open That Pack Team. So it's still bizarre. They need to have obvious in your face on their site. You will not be receiving the physical code cards. Is anyone really going to care? No. Actually, if you're playing TCG Live on your computer, it's actually easier if they just email you the code. If you're playing on your phone, it's harder because now you don't have the QR codes to scan. All I'm saying, very convenient timing. Okay, I forgot to do this. I thought I was done. I'm going to put it somewhere in the video. I'm not sure where yet. But the code cards that they emailed me, I had issues getting into my TCG Live account. I haven't used it in years. So I just asked someone in the Discord, hey, can someone hop on that has TCG Live ready to go? And an active viewer of the channel, Simply Becca, decided to be the MVP of the day and took the code cards. She did say that she wasn't going to use them, so here they are on screen somewhere. If somebody wants to take them, feel free. But we verified that, yes, they sent the correct stuff and that they do work. I wasn't thinking that they weren't going to work, but needed to verify anyways. But yeah, long story short, they sent me the right stuff. Woo, it's code cards. But some people really do care. As for card conditions, we aim to ship only near mint or better singles. That said, if a card ever arrives below expectations, our support team is happy to offer a replacement or refund. Obviously, it's too late for me to go testing that theory that they are willing to do that. Again, I reached out probably earlier than I should have. I should note that when they emailed me, the site just opened on March 1st. We were still in March when they contacted me. And that means the site is still very new, very young, and there's almost no content out there on this site yet, at least as of right now, the time of filming this video. So my goal was to get this video out sooner rather than later, because if this site was a scam, to prevent that from happening. On broader business questions, we are an independent startup, still growing and evolving. We can't share internal details. We're collectors ourselves and building something we believe brings long-term value and transparency to the hobby. We're learning every day and doing our best to improve with every customer interaction. It sounds good. It sounds like PR speak. Basically, that line was there to say, we're dodging the rest of your questions. Your code cards are on the way. If I am running a site that is going to look sketchy off the bat, the second you go to the site, the second you hear about the site, it screams, I'm trying to steal your money. Then if I'm running that kind of site, I'm going to want as much transparency as possible. And they claim to be transparent. They claim, oh, you can see the pack openings on the blockchain. But who is behind your company? That greatly matters. Because if your previous exploits have a terrible reputation, then that needs to be known. If they have a great reputation, then why would you not want to show that? If you have a great reputation and all the things that you've done in business and that you've done in the Pokemon community, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering, which are also on here, but they're mostly marketing towards Pokemon, then why would you not put that front and center on that site? Like a who we are page and like the companies that came before and that are backing this project and the people that are backing this project. How do we know that it's not just some whatnot scammer who got banned from Whatnot, which is a super rare thing to happen, because Whatnot's a terrible platform, and they just like, hey, I have another idea. Transparency matters when you're doing something that appears on the surface to be extremely shady. We respect your independence and your audience. We look forward to seeing your video and hearing your conclusions. Thank you again for taking time to try the platform. All the best, Open That Pack team. All right, so Robert wanted to hear my conclusions. I'm finally gonna say them. I don't know. I don't know. all the things I could find, like the history of gambling sites, casino sites, the fact that they're hiding so much of what is behind the site. I don't like it. I don't trust any of it. It screams, we are here to take your money. But again, I don't know, because I got what I ordered. The pull rate seemed accurate. I don't know how to read the blockchain readout. For all I know, that is all legitimate, and I really, really hope that somebody who watches this video knows what they're talking about, that can look at that blockchain stuff and confirm it with me. And I'm not just going to take a comment at its value. I need to get in a conversation with you, and you're going to teach me this stuff to explain it to me. And don't think I won't vet whoever contacts me the same way I have this. So knowing everything that I know now, if I didn't make this video, would I have taken a partnership, a sponsorship, anything like that from openthatpack? No. Again, if it wasn't for this video, would I give openthatpack my money? Well, for a video, yes, because it'd be entertaining. It would be funny, and it's kind of what led to this happening in the first place. Will I ever do it again? No. As far as my conclusion, should you trust openthatpack? Should you give them your money? That I'm going to leave up to you. I've shown you everything that I can find. I'm sure there's more out there. This is not necessarily what this channel is about. However, it is something that I think is important and will likely be a thing that happens again in the future. At the same time, I do work a full-time job, and all of the parts of this video have kind of just been compiled together. The investigation happening, like, you know, before I go to work, or after I get out of work, or after I get done filming a video. And so it's not a super streamlined investigation. It's my first time doing something this deep before. If you ever watched my old Loot Crate video on the potential scam that was happening with them, technically that was my first investigation. It wasn't this far. So all I ask is that if you have watched this video, take everything into account and make your own decision. Would you trust this site with your credit card? Would you trust them with your address? Would you trust them with your money? Do I think it's a cool idea? Yeah, I really do. The fact that you're able to get these packs at a decent price, again, you're not actually getting the pack, but you're essentially getting the pack, right? I think it's a cool idea, and I think it can be done, but I think it can be done better. If openthatpack goes full transparency, they put the odds in plain English, they show us their operation and how they run, and they let us know exactly who is backing them. If they go full transparent and they remain that way, I think the site could actually be a good thing. Now, would I prefer to use it? No. During a bad Pokemon economy like we're currently in right now, where it's impossible to get anything, I think that's where a site like this actually has some merit, again, if it did everything that I just stated. But most of the time, it isn't that bad. Most of the time, you can get product, you can go into your local stores and just find it on the shelf, you can get it at MSRP, and I feel like because of that, this business model isn't going to last. Because this drought that we're currently in isn't going to last either. It's already it's already on its way out. Now, I will say, I did also reach out to someone who actually does this kind of thing actively, Rattle Pokemon. I love this man. I only discovered him like a month ago, and I have been binge watching his stuff. I gave him a handful of info, and was like, hey, I can send more. I don't know if, this is before I sent my email. I was like, I don't know if you have any other questions that should be asked, anything I should do. He didn't really have much to say on it. All he said was, sounds scammy, even if it isn't extra scammy. All of the crypto casino pack opening stuff is. Also, if you like this kind of stuff and you're not already watching Rattle, what are you doing? Go watch this man. Not that I share all of his opinions, but he makes really good content. And you will learn a lot along the way. God, I'm selling him. Subscribe to me down there. So let me know in the comment section down below. Do you trust openthatpack? Is this a site that you're ever going to use? I hope that this site doesn't do the unintended and just act as pure marketing for them, which is kind of what they were hoping for with the potential partnership. I mean, if it does, it does. I'm interested to see what happens with this site, but I really just want some clarity. So again, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of openthatpack, and have you ever even heard of them before now? They are very new. But if you just want to watch some more fun stuff, up here I'm going to have links to a video on this side that I think you would like, and a playlist of all of my Pokemon videos here, and in the middle I'm going to have a link to my Discord if you want to join. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.